Yeah, so how do we start this problem? Let xi be the outcome. Let xi be the outcome of the die or the ith die. Okay, ith dies actually. Ith dies. Okay, and each of these xi can give outcome from 1 to 6. Okay, and they are saying that x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4, there are 4 distinct dices, and how many of the sum of the operators of this can be 6. Okay, this is the problem at hand. Okay, so xi in the statement of the problem, this is what is expected. Yeah, so how do we go about this problem? Okay, so we can go by the concept of coefficient of x raised to 6 in the expansion x plus x square plus x cube and so on till x raised to 6. This is the first die, second die, third die, they product, they multiply, you know, I'll take the pains of writing it. Then one more bracket and then one more bracket, you know, 4. For this is for the first dice, this is for the second dice, this is for the third die, and this is for the fourth die. Okay, I hope this is very clear. So this will become coefficient of x raised to 6 in x plus x square and so on till x raised to 6, the whole raised to 4. And you can understand why it is starting from x raised to n and why it is ending at x raised to 6. That is purely because this is what we expect here, you know. The outcome should lie between 1 and 6. Okay, so powers are basically the outcomes. Am I clear? And all these powers getting added to 6 is as good as the powers are getting the x powers of x are getting multiplied, you know. I hope this is very clear. So we go and just directly use the concept of what do we do here? We actually write this as coefficient of x square in, or rather you directly go, I mean that will happen in the next step. So coefficient of x raised to 6 in a into, okay, a into 1 minus x raised to 6 upon 1 minus x the whole raised to 4, which is actually equal to x raised to 4 into 1 minus x raised to 4 into 1 minus x raised to minus 4. If I just try to simplify everything, and if you just try to balance on both the sides, then I will say it is coefficient of x raised to n x square in basically in this expression 1 minus x raised to 4 into 1 minus x raised to minus 4, x raised to x minus 1 minus x raised to minus 4. Okay, I hope this is very clear, guys, to all of you. Okay, so let's see what is the coefficient of x raised to x square in this expansion. So it will be 4 choose 1 x x raised to 6. So basically it will not compensate any x square from this term, so all will come from here. So let us write the second term only. So the second term will be 4 choose 1 x 5 choose 2 x square, and 5 choose 2 should be the answer. So 5 choose 2 comes out to be 5 into 4 by 2, which comes out to be 10. Okay, that is what you said, na, the answer. Yeah, that is correct. Akshat, somebody said 10, right? Initially, I think Akshat wrote it as 10. Yeah, you are right, Akshat. That should be okay. That is fine. Any doubt? How many of you got the answer correct? As 10? Okay, good. Okay, only 3 people. What about others? 4 people. What about others? Anand, have you tried it? Devam, Anand, Krisha.
Sir, I didn't get the answer only.
But then you were not able to state the problem in this way. Sum of
No,
x. Why?
Sir, I just thought that it would be like xi is smaller than 3. So I was trying to do by that method, but it was not coming.
Smaller than 3 means I didn't get you. Why smaller than 3?
Because if we take x2, x3, and x4 1, then x1 would be 3, and that would be only one
Oh,
possibility.
that will be very tedious, no?
Yes, sir.
You know, that won't be satisfying actually. Hmm. Yeah. Uh, just a second. Hmm. Hmm. This makes sense actually because 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 3 and then some more possibilities. Then 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1. Yeah, not many possibilities are there. So 10 makes sense. Yeah, this is fine. Now it is clear, Anand.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Anybody has any doubt in this problem? Serge, you didn't get this problem? Yeah, Serge. Okay. I don't know. Maybe he's not able to speak. Now try this problem, guys. What about this one? And so the first person has 6 coins. So maybe I can say that first person, the amount of coins which first person has is the amount of money he will donate. Let it be. So this is easy way to write. No? Let xi Yeah, I don't know how I got disconnected. Okay, Devam is a host now. Never mind. Devam, you have a good connection, internet. If people don't talk only, na?
Sir, you are the host.
No, I am the co-host actually. It is showing. Acha, now I have become a host. Okay, okay. When I left out at that time, Devam was there. Okay, now see here. I say that I let xi be the number of coins contributed by a person to collect an amount of 10, donate 10 rupees, 10 1 rupee coins. Okay. So x1 plus x2 plus x3 is 10 is what we are expecting. Now, if this is so, what we do is x1 can only have 1 to 6 coins, x2 has 1 to 7. So that's the max they can donate. Or maybe they can donate 0 also because no restriction is given. So I will take that as 0, 0 and 0. Okay. Now in this case, how do we take this problem ahead? How can we take this problem ahead? Somebody saying something. What is the answer people got? What is the answer people got here? Yeah, that is correct, Akshat. Ronak, 47 is correct. If people who got 47 as the correct answer, that is right. Yeah. So how do we go about this? So this is coefficient of x raised to 10 in the expansion of 1 plus x square and so on till x raised to 6. This is contribution of A. Then 1 plus x raised to 7 contribution of B. Okay, and 1 plus x square and so on x raised to 8. This is contribution of C. Okay, now in this case we can say, yeah, now what we do here is this will get a little tedious. Yeah, 1 minus x raised to 7 into 1 minus x raised to 8 into 1 minus x raised to 9. This is basically the geometric series. So 1 minus x, 1 minus x, and 1 minus x. So coefficient of x raised to 10 is what we need to figure out from this expansion. Okay, which is equal to 1 minus x into 1 minus x raised to 8 into 1 minus x raised to 9 into 1 minus x raised to minus 3. Okay, this is what I have. Now, if I actually see this, what you do is you try to simplify this expansion as per x raised to 10. So what are the terms which will get? 1 minus x raised to 7, 1 minus x raised to 8, 1 minus x raised to 9. That is the max it will have. These are the only terms which will contribute from the first series. Okay, this star series, whatever I have done, I am multiplying that, and then I'll write the next series. So 3 choose 1 x, 4 choose 2 x square. Okay, and 5 choose 3 x cube, and so on. This is the series expansion which we had. Now x raised to 7 will combine. 1 will combine with what? 1 will combine with x raised to 10. So if it is 10, then what is the number we get? Difference is 2 here. So it will be 12. Okay, that will get multiplied with 1. Then x raised to 7 will get multiplied with 3. So it will be 5 choose 3. X raised to 8 will get multiplied with 2. That will be 4 choose 2. And this term, the last term, will get multiplied with 1, which is 3 choose 1. Okay, so this is the number which we get. And this comes out to be 12 into 11 by 2 minus 5 into 4 by 2 minus 4 into 3 by 2 minus 3. Okay, so if I simplify this, I'll get this is nothing but 66 minus 10 plus 6 plus 3. That comes out to be 19. So 19 will give us 47. Yeah, so this is the answer. Just have a look at the answer, please, guys. Just have a look at it. Those who are not able to solve, please see the solution which I have created here. 47 is the correct answer. Those who got it is perfectly fine. Oh. Can we go to the next problem now? Everybody has gone through the solution?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you understood the expansion, ना? ये expansion सबको समझ में आया ना? ये expansion इतना हो गया. सिर्फ useful terms ही ले लिए मैंने. आगे के सारे terms higher powers आएंगे ना, इसलिए नहीं consider किया हमको. Okay, अभी इसको कैसे करेंगे? How do we do this one? Yeah, so this problem can be developed, broken down, non-negative. Non-negative means all xi's are greater than equal to 0. Okay, and this expansion is there, so it will be broken down into problems like this. Okay, so 20 minus 4x4. Okay, and if x4 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, these are the possibilities which we get for this particular problem. 2741. Okay, 2741 is what you're saying. Just a second. 536 is what I got. Okay, now if you see this problem, the case 1 where x4 is equal to 0. Okay, 0 also will come. So what we do is, we take this as some k 20 minus 4k, where k is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, and then we try to solve this one. So x1 plus x2 plus x3 is this, where xi's are greater than equal to 0. So we have how many? 20 minus 4k, 20 minus 4k zeros. So it is as good as permutations of 20 minus 4k zeros and 2 ones, है ना? याद है partitions इतने identical balls और इतने bins होंगे, so दो partitions use करेंगे तो हो जाएगा काम, है ना? Do you recall, guys? This problem is in bijection with this problem, ना? और दो partitions, है ना? 2 ones. So this will become the answer to this will become 20 minus 4k, rather 20 minus 4k plus 2, choose 2. Am I clear? So that will become 22 minus 4k, choose 2. Okay, and this will boil down to the total number of ways of this. Therefore the total ways is equal to summation k equal to 0 to 5, 22 minus 4k, choose 2. So this will become like, if you put k equal to 0, you'll get 22, choose 2, plus this will become 1. If I put, it will be 18, choose 2, plus next it will be how much? 4 3s are 4 2s are 8. So 8 means 16. No, 14. 14 choose 2. So it's a jump of 4 which happens every time, right? Am I clear, guys? Then it will come to 10 choose 2, and then it will come to 6 choose 2. Yeah. So first 20 and then 2 choose 2. These are the kind of terms which you'll get, and you just have to simplify this. So this will come out to be 11 into uh, 11 into no 11 into 22 into 21, plus it will be 9 into 17, plus 7 into 13, plus 5 into 9, plus 3 into 5, plus 1. Okay, so this comes out to be how much? 132 plus 79 is 153, then 13 7 is 91, 5 9 is 45, and 16. So can you just sum this up and tell me what is the answer to this? So I think 536. Can I say that? That's fine, guys. Akshat, I hope you got it. You had a very big answer for this problem. This is fine. So I think this is a fine. This is better way of solving this problem rather than going with binomial. Any doubt in this problem? Is it okay? Just have a look at it. Okay. Oh. Yeah, so can we go ahead with the problems? Yeah, guys, can we move ahead? Krisha, are you following things?
Yeah, sir.
Did you try the problems? Are they coming right for you?
Yeah, like some I got right and some I'm still doing.
Okay, okay. Fine, let us go to the next problem now. I hope, can I move to the next problem or still anybody is watching the solution to this problem? Meg, are you following these problems? Okay, you can't speak. Just you got answers to this problem, correct? Bailey, did you try these problems?
Answer the first four I have.
Mhm. How was your Teachers' Day celebration?
So tomorrow 6:30.
अच्छा, tomorrow is Teachers' Day. Oh, मुझे लगा वो हो गया.
5th
अच्छा अच्छा.
September.
Oh, it is 5th September क्या? अच्छा, I never recorded it. Okay, fine. Let's go ahead. All the best for you tomorrow. May your teachers be happy with your performance. So you have some dance and all also?
Yes, so 10th standard is doing this.
Oh, but how are they going to perform? Individually at their homes?
They must have taken the video and then we can watch it.
Oh my God. Wow. I think it's more technology than arts, है ना? I think teachers should dance and students should see in this lockdown. Okay, fine. I'm sorry. Now let us go to this problem. In how many ways can 14 identical toys be distributed among 3 boys so that each one gets at least one toy and no 2 boys get equal number of toys? Now this is very, very good problem. Okay, so anybody has strategized? Any answers you got? Okay, for this problem, next problem, this problem only, are you people saying Ronak, Anand, you are talking about this problem only? Okay, I'm afraid it should be 60. 60 is the correct answer for this problem. Okay, see here, in how many ways can 14 identical toys be distributed among 3 boys? So I can say that x1 plus x2 plus x3 is equal to 14 I'll take. And I will start like this. Okay, I'll assume this, not, they should be not identical. So I'm assuming that okay. So I'm informally writing it. Okay. So I say that let's consider the case where A gets less than B and B gets less than C. Okay. And they should be unequal. That's why we are getting. So this is one particular case. Okay. जहाँ पे A को less than मिल रहा है, B को less than मिल रहा है, C को less than मिल रहा है. मतलब इस तरह का sequence है वो, where number of A is less than number of B is less than number of C. So we are solving this problem first. I hope everybody gets what I'm saying. कि ऐसे हम लोग कितने cases find out कर सकते हैं जिसमें A सबसे कम है, B उसके बाद ज़्यादा है और C को सबसे ज़्यादा मिले टॉइस. वो केस पहले सॉल्व करते हैं. ये पर्टिकुलर केस है. ओके, सो इस केस में व्हाट वी कैन डू इज x1 less than x2. So I can say that let A be equal to x1. Okay, and I can say if x2 is more than this, so I can say B is equal to x2 minus 1, okay, and c is equal to x3 minus 1. So in that case, I can say, can I do this? I just want equality to go along. Okay, fine, never mind. What I do is, I do this. Let a be equal to x1, b will be equal to x2 minus x1, which is greater than 0. This also is greater than or equal to 0, because a child may get 0 toys also. No, each one gets at least 1 toy. So this number should be greater than or equal to 1. Okay. Yeah. And this will be greater than 0, which is greater than or equal to 1. And c will be equal to x3 minus x2, which is also greater than 0. So that is also greater than or equal to 1. So my problem becomes now, if I add this equation, I'll get a plus b plus c is equal to, wait a sec. I'll take db equal to x3. This is less than or equal to, how much is that? 14 toys, right? Yeah, so I'll get this. Max a child can get is, no, at least one, so he may get 13 toys. Okay, so I can say that this is equal to 13 minus x3, which is equal to d. Okay, and that gives me greater than or equal to 0 in this case. So I get a plus b plus c plus d is equal to 13. Okay, where a, b, c is greater than or equal to 1 and d is greater than or equal to 0. This is what I get. So what I do is a, b, c, I'll just throw in each one of them, and I transform the problem. That is equal to 3 I gave, so it will become 10, and I'll get a, b, c, d all greater than or equal to 0. So the total number of choices I get for this is 10 plus 3, choose 3. Okay, distributions, that is 13, choose 3, which should come as 13 into 12 into 11. No, I think I'm making some mistake somewhere. One second, just let me
Sir,
think. Uh-huh.
sir, sir, it should be greater than 12, right? Sorry, less than 12, not 30. So
Why
because
should that
one,
be? Uh-huh,
so
uh-huh.
because one,
Okay, fine. Yeah, make a point here. So that will be 12, because I think two of them will get already 1 1, na? 1 1 2, and this should be correct. Two are gone, so less than or equal to 12. Makes sense. Okay, and I get this 12. So if I add these equations, I'll get 12, and from this I get, if I give 3, I'll get 9 and 12 choose 3. But still, this is a big number, I feel. Well, into 11 into 10. So, no, this cannot be the case. Just let me think for a moment.
Hello,
What
sir.
I'm doing? Yeah, I got it. Tell me.
So 12C3 is the total number of possibilities.
Hmm.
I got 12C3 as the total number, and I subtracted the cases where they are equal.
But we are taking them as. अरे हाँ अरे सही बोल रहे हो. I didn't take care of that, na. No, but I have taken care of that, na. Here, I have taken them as greater than 0. So they are not equal actually.
So
If they are equal, then they should be greater than.
12C2 is the total number of possibilities. That comes out to be 66, and there are 6 possibilities where 2 can be equal. There is no
Huh.
possibility where all 3 can be equal. So
Hmm.
66 minus 6, so we get 60.
Your approach is correct. But it is not what I am doing here, na. You get me what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Sir, but why can't the difference between x2 and x1 be equal to x3 and x2?
Why can't be the difference between what you're saying? Yeah, because they have said themselves, see here, that one gets at least, no, sorry, no two boys get equal number of toys. That we have to take care of it. So what I am doing is I am actually taking a
But
case
here we
where
are not taking care.
of what?
The two numbers may be equal.
Two number will be equal. No, that they may not be equal because I'm putting this condition. No, no, but then we are permuting them also. I feel somewhere. Just a second. Oh, no, I think I'm messing something up here. It won't come from this approach. We want a x1 less than x2 less than x3. This is the condition we require. This should be greater than equal to 1 and this should be greater than equal to 12. Just give me a second. So imagine a problem where there are 12 stations, okay? Stations, and they cannot stop at consecutive stations if at all I put that restriction. Okay, I got it. So imagine I can write this as x1 as A, x2 as B, and x3 should be 14 minus A plus B. This is the constraint I have. No, I think I need some time to think about this approach. Okay. Yeah. So anybody got any other approach? Yeah, please suggest any approach. I'll think about this approach. What other approaches people have tried? Correct answer is 60, but now I don't remember how to approach with this approach. Anant, you said something, sub approach. What was your approach?
Sir, I didn't say. Sir, Akshat said.
Akshar, tell me, Akshar. You got total number of ways as 66, right?
Yes, sir.
How did you approach? Tell me.
Yeah,
How did
sir.
you
So
approach?
x1 plus x2 plus x3 is equal to 14. Xi will be greater than equal to 1. x1, x2, x3 are not
Okay,
equal.
okay.
So first
No,
we
first
find the
you
total
assume
cases.
that you found the
Yeah,
total cases by saying that each one of is greater than equal to 1, right?
yeah. So we
And
get
then you
that as
said that x1
12C2.
plus x2 is equal to, you just threw in 3, so 11 you got, correct? That's fine.
Yes, sir.
And then 3, if they go, then x1, x2, x3 will be greater than equal to 0. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So what is the total? 11 plus 2, choose 2. That will
I
give
think
you
I made
13,
some
choose 2.
mistake.
That will come out to be 2, 6 are 12. So it is 78. Okay. So now
Yes,
how
sir.
do we remove the
Yeah,
equal
so
cases? Yeah, so it is easy to remove the
yeah,
equal cases.
3 equal are not possible, so we can have at most 2 equal.
Yeah, so 3 equals are not possible. 3 equal values not possible
So it can
because
be
3 is
1,
not
1,
a
12,
multiple
2,
of
2,
3.
10, and so
Correct,
6
correct.
cases, and for all 3, so 18.
2 equal cases can come in how many ways?
6 into 3.
How 6 into 3?
Sir, it can be xi can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because if it goes beyond that, then it won't come, because 7 plus 7 will be 14, and 1 will have to be greater than, 1 will
Correct,
have to be 0.
correct.
So we
So it will
can have
be
1,
1,
1, 12,
1x.
2, 2, 10,
Yeah.
and like that. So we get 6
Eh,
cases there, and each x1, x2, x3 can be all those numbers. So we get 6 into 3,
Barabar.
18.
And y can take what values? It can go from 12 to,
12,
I think
then
that
10.
value will be, yeah, 12, 10, but then that value is fixed na, once you take, so you don't have to count that,
Yeah.
correct? So what is the total ways of getting this many equal values? How many you will get? 6, and their permutations for x1, x2, x3, right?
Yes, sir.
3 factorial by, that will be into 3. So 18. I hope everybody gets this. So this x will be 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. Those are the possibilities. Y will come by itself. You don't have to think about y, because x plus x1 plus x2 plus x3 has to be 14, you know. So it will be taken care of. So the only thing which you have to worry about is x. So x can become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And total permutations of 2 equal things and 1 distinct is 3 factorial by 3 factorial by 2 factorial. That is 3 only. Correct? So 18. So total ways in the required constraint is basically 78 minus 18, which is coming out to be 60. I think this is easier than what I was suggesting. Any other approach, guys, for this problem? Anybody has any other approach? So you can expect this kind of problem in pre-RMO. Okay. So be aware of this kind of cases where they just play around with this kind of things. You know. I hope this is very clear.
Sir,
Yeah. Now let's. Bolo na.
sir, we can do it by choosing three different distinct digits such that their sum is equal to 11. And we will choose them and then we can permute them.
Yeah, but then how do you choose them such that they are distinct?
So
You
we
do
can
them.
start with 0. So 0,
Hmm.
1, 10, then 0
Hmm.
to 9, and like that there are 5 cases. And
So you
then
get a
we,
pattern basically.
yeah, so there are in total 10 cases. And then if we
10
permute
into
them with
3.
3 factorial, so
That's
to
fine.
60.
10 into 6. Yeah, that is another approach. Fine. That is also correct. But then you're counting there, na? Here we don't count only. Anyways, this number was small, so fine. Now let us go to the next problem. Let us take the fifth problem. Try this problem. Guys, you got this? In how many ways can we get the sum greater than 17 by throwing 6 dice? So x1 plus x2 plus x3 till x6 is greater than 17. So it's greater than, sum is greater than 17 is what we are expecting. And maximum will be 36, right? So how do we work this out? Where each xi lies between 1 and 6. Yeah, so how do we solve this problem? What is the answer people got? Oh, no problem. ओ इतना बड़ा, बाप रे बहुत बड़ा है. बट ये एक्चुअल में कैलकुलेट करने की जरूरत है क्या? नहीं, ये कॉम्प्लीमेंट मेथड से करो ना. सी हियर वी वांट टू फाइंड दिस ना, x1 x2 x3 x6, ये टुपल मुझे फाइंड आउट करना है such that x1 plus x2 and so on till x6 is greater than 17 and xi is less than equal to 6, greater than equal to 0, sorry, greater than equal to 1. ये प्रॉब्लम है. So this problem will be total cases with 6 dice thrown, minus total number of cases such that x1 plus x2 and so on till x6 is less than equal to 17. Can I say this? Greater than equal to greater than 17 मतलब less than equal to 17 होगा ये. I hope this is very clear. अगर 6 डाइज हम लोग थ्रो करते हैं तो टोटल केसेस कितने आएंगे? What will be the total cases? If you are throwing 6 dice, what are the total outcomes which can come?
6 raised to 6.
6 raised to 6 होंगे ना केसेस टोटल, और इनमें से आप ये केसेस निकाल दो. बाय द 6 डिस्टिंक्ट डाई तो दिया है उन्होंने, तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, कमिट हो जाएगा ये. अभी सिर्फ हमें ये फाइंड आउट करना है. Okay, so summation xi is less than equal to 17 where xi is less than equal to 6 and greater than equal to 1. ये condition है हमारे ऊपर, right? So how can we take care of this condition? We can write x1 plus x2 plus x3 and so on, x6 plus s is equal to 17. ये try करके देखो. xi less than equal to 6, less than equal to 1, okay, और s less than equal to, less than कुछ नहीं है उसमें, it can take 0 values max. Okay, ये condition है इसके ऊपर. So what do we get here? If you see, because it's a constrained thing, we can put a restriction. So 1 minus x raised to, हर एक का contribution कैसे आएगा? x raised to coefficient of क्या आएगा? Coefficient of x raised to 17 in the expansion of x plus x square plus x cube and so on till x raised to 6. Okay, and there are 6 dice into 1 plus x square and so on. This is an infinite series because s is greater than equal to 0, and this is the coefficient of this expansion. So I'll get x raised to 6 into 1 minus x raised to 7 upon 1 minus x raised to 6 into ये भी expansion क्या होगा 1 upon 1 minus x है. I hope this is very clear. Anybody has any doubt in this? So we can say that this is x raised to 11 coefficient. If I just try to balance this x raised to 6, you know. So I'll get x raised to 6 निकाला इसमें से, तो 1 minus x raised to 7 raised to 6 into 1 minus x raised to minus 7. Okay. So if I see the expansion of this, I'll get the terms as 1 minus 6 choose 1 x raised to 7 plus 6 choose 2 x raised to 14. So that terms are useless. Only दो ही terms इसमें contribute करेंगे. Multiplied by 1 plus 7 choose 1 x plus 7 8 choose 2 x square and so on. This is for x raised to 11, coefficient of x raised to 11. Okay, this is fine. अब x raised to 11 कैसे आएगा? 1 getting multiplied with x raised to 11 का coefficient. So 11 and दोनों में difference 6 है. तो ये 17 choose 11 minus 6 choose 1 will get multiplied with coefficient of 4. So 4 choose, इसमें difference 6 का है तो 10 आएगा. So 10 choose 4 into 6 choose 11. This is the value of x raised to 11 का coefficient. So therefore total required ways will be 6 raised to 6 minus 17 choose 6 plus 6 choose 1 into 10 choose 4. I hope this is very clear, the answer to this problem. It's a very big number, so I'm not calculating it. Is this okay? Okay, I made a mistake here. 11. So 7 into x raised to 7 multiplied by बराबर है. Correct. Sorry. I hope this is very clear. Anybody has any doubt in this? कोई doubt है? Please have a look at it. Please see the working of this problem. Yeah, this is clear. Can I proceed further?
Yes, sir.
Anand, I'm not sure whether what do you mean by Pascal's triangle? How using Pascal's triangle? You have some approach, then you can speak out.
Sir, I did it by another method.
What was the approach? Tell me.
Sir, I first wrote that x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 plus x6 is greater than is less than 17, where xi has to be greater than 3.
Okay, why 3?
Sir, because if we take any xi be greater than 2, then it would not be possible. So then it would come 17. So we
Won't
have
come
to
17 is saying. No, but one is possible, na? X1 can be 1 and rest all can become 1, 1, 1, and then last one can become 13, whatever is required, you know.
Okay, sir.
You're solving for 17, na?
Yes, sir.
Ha. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So then you counted.
So then I again wrote that y1 plus y2 plus y3 plus y4 plus y5 plus y6 will be less than or equal to 0.
You are solving the less than case first, the
Uh,
complementary case.
yes, sir.
Then it should be less than equal to 17, na?
So why should it be equal?
Because they have said some greater than 17 is what is asked, na, in the problem. This is asked, you know. So greater than 17 means it is greater than equal to 18. So complementary case will be less than equal to 17.
Okay, sir.
Correct, na?
Yes, sir.
Makes sense?
Yes,
Yeah?
sir.
Fine, fine. ठीक है. Acha guys, for your first pre-RMO test will be from this Sunday. Okay, it will be an online test. You have to attempt it on that day. I'm giving you freedom of time. Not what time should be preferable so that everybody can take up the test at the same time. What time should be preferable? I'm starting with 1.5 hour test. 1.5 hours test and 10 questions and only geometry to start with. Yeah. What time? I didn't hear.
Sir, can you please repeat the date?
No, coming Sunday I'm saying.
Okay, sir.
You saw the message? Pre-RMO discussion, whatever pre-RMO exam is, it is not to be conducted before December. But the form filling and everything must start by September end or October maybe. But exam should be around December because they are sensing that by December antivirus everything will come and I think everything will go down. Okay. Anyways, so what should be the time which is common for all to write the test? We'll start with geometry first. Ten questions, 1.5 hours time. What time? Late evening?
So
7
can it
to
be at night?
night. What time? 9 to 10:30.
So
Yeah,
in the
that's fine.
afternoon 2 to 3:30.
Okay, whatever. See, what I'll do is I'll keep the test open for throughout the day, from morning 10 to night 12 o'clock. So you have to, but you have to be truthful to the time limit, you know, because there is no time restriction there. Okay, you have to maintain your time of 1.5 hours and submit the test. Am I clear? Is that okay? You'll get the scores then and there. Okay, fine. Okay, let's go to the next problems now. Now I'm posting more problems. Yeah, whatever time preferably you take that perfect time, but I'll keep it open for Sunday. That makes sense. So let's start this test. Every Sunday you will get a test of pre-RMO which you have to attempt. Okay, and the last problem which I stated but I didn't write it. I think it seemed to be incomplete question. The last question was this. Yeah, so if at all it can occur any number of times, then how do we solve this problem? And we need to make ascending sequences of this number. 10 letter ascending where each letter can occur any number of times. What do you get this of this?
Sir,
Hmm.
So do all the letters have to come?
Since it is not said, missing is allowed in that case. Actually इसमें ना ascending sequence अगर है और state नहीं किया है, then missing is allowed. Here missing is allowed. With missing is allowed कैसे करोगे मुझे बताओ?
So then 9 choose 4 plus 9 choose 3 plus 9 choose 2 plus 9 choose 1.
Okay. एक example दो number का. Can this word be this?
Yes, it can be.
बराबर ना? This is also possible.
Yes.
So how do we make such kind of letters?
Sir, it can be first we use 4 letters. First we use all the 5 letters, then we use 4 letters, then we use 3 letters, then 2 letters and 1 letter.
Okay, fine. So what is the answer you're getting? 9 choose?
If we take all the 5 letters, it will be 9 choose 4. If we take
Won't you take 9 choose 5? 9 choose 5? See, you are using the letters, but what about the repetition? Imagine you took all the 5. After that, A may be used 3 times, B may be used 1 time, like that. Where are you taking care of that happening, You getting what I'm saying? Suppose आपने
Yeah.
ABCD ये यूज करने के लिए बोला, but इसको 2 बार है, ये 3 बार है,
Sir, so it is like we are using a greater than sign between the gaps.
that is
number
much
of
better,
gaps.
na? That is much better, है ना? So
That is
what
one
I
of the
told you, since missing is allowed, you add ABCD, append ABCD to all of them, correct? And then resequence them. Am I clear? And then put less than sign. That makes sense, ना? तो ये 10 और ये कितना होगा? 15. 15 पोजीशन में 14 जगह होगा, और 14 जगह के बीच में कितने लेस देन साइन डालने हैं आपको? 4. Am I clear? So this will be the answer. Am I clear with this, guys? All of you are clear? This
Yes,
is the
sir.
same problem which I taught. I'm asking you. Okay, that's fine. So let's go ahead now. Let us take some interesting problems now. Since the exam has gone beyond, we can now take some very good problems also in our discussion. Okay, to solve problems. Yeah, so I come up with more problems now. Just hold for a moment. Yeah, try this problem now. Try this problem, guys. A deck of cards has eight cards, each in 4 suits. Okay. In how many ways can one choose 6 cards such that cards of all 4 suits are among them? Okay, try this one. Come on. Have you got it? Have you understood the problem? There are 4 suits: S1, S2, S3 and S4. Okay, like spade, spade, heart and so on, diamond. There are 4 suits and there are 8 cards of each suit. So we have at our disposal 8 cards of each suits. That is what they have said, 8 cards each in 4 suits, you know. In how many ways can we choose 6 cards such that cards of all 4 suits are among them? So when you're choosing these 6 cards, when you're choosing this 6 cards, you have to make sure that at least 1 card of each suit is there. Okay, so one of the possibilities, you take one card of each suit and rest 3 you take from here. What are the other possibilities? You may have two cards from these 2 suits and one card from here. Okay, then you have 1 3 1 1, that is already taken care here, so that is not possible. So can I say these are the only possibilities which can happen? Okay, and 1 1 1 taken from these first 3 suits can happen in how many ways? It can happen in 4 choose 3 ways, right? First you will choose the suits which will take 1 1 card. Okay, this can happen in how many ways? Choosing this 2 can be taken from first and second. This can happen in how many ways? 4 choose 2 ways. Am I clear? That makes sense, guys?
Yes.
Is it fine? है ना? तो 4 choose 2 ways में आपने इनको चूज किया, 2 जहां पे जाएंगे, बाकी दोनों जगह पे जो बचे हुए जगह पे वो 2 एक एक ही जाएंगे. ठीक है? So this is what I'll say, permuting the number of cards of a particular suit. Okay, now what about once we have chosen them, 4 choose 3, now in how many ways can we remove these cards? एक ही कार्ड चाहिए सूट 1 का, तो वो कितने वेज में कर सकते हैं? 8 choose 1 वे में. यहाँ पर भी एक ही कार्ड चाहिए तो 8 choose 1 वे में, और यहाँ पर भी एक, तो 8 choose 1, और यहाँ पे 3 कार्ड चाहिए तो 8 choose 3. I hope this is very clear. I hope this is very clear, guys. ओके, फिर यहाँ पर क्या होगा? 2 कार्ड चाहिए तो 8 choose 2 into 8 choose 2. ओके, और यहाँ पर आएगा 8 choose 1 into 8 choose 1. So finally this is, you add these two and whatever you get is the answer. Am I clear with this? Is this clear, guys? किसी को डाउट है इसमें?
Sir, the answer in number like
Answer in number is quite big here.
like
415744.
okay, sir.
Okay, it is better not to calculate. I left it here only, believing that it is correct. You can check with calculator if it works. Like for example, क्या होगा ये? 4 into 8 cube into 8 into 7 into 6 by 6. So 8 into 7 ही आएगा यहाँ पर. Okay, 8 into 7 ही आएगा, plus 4, that is 6 into 8 into 7, 28 into 28 into 8 square again. So I can take 8 square, 28, so 4 to the 8. I can take 8 square common. Okay, and 4 common. So 8 square into 7 plus 6 into 8 square 4, 7 into 28. So this, if you can calculate, just check with a calculator if it comes out to be 415744, because the key tells this answer. I can use the calculator. I can take 7 also outside. Yeah, it is coming right. Yeah, this is the answer. It comes out to be correct. Yeah, now try this problem, guys. I hope this is clear. Now try this problem. Uh, yeah, try this problem now. So we are given the quotation oka, za, oko, zub, za, zub, you know. In how many ways can some letters be chosen from the string if their order does not matter? Okay, in how many ways, second part, there are 3 questions here. In how many ways can 3 letters be chosen if their order does not matter? In how many ways? You can 3 letters be chosen. First question is some letters be chosen. And third is in how many ways can 3 letters be chosen if their order does matter? Yeah, come on, try this one now. Any answers, please? What about the first case? Have you been able to solve the first one? In how many ways can some letters? So let us see this string which we have here. So if I try to collect them, OKA, OKA, ZA, OKA again, okay, OKO, and then ZUB, UB, ZA, ZUB. So Z has 4 occurrences, A has 3 occurrences, A and O has 3 occurrences, and U, B, and K has 3 occurrences. This is what I have in front of me. Okay, so how do we go about this problem? Yeah. Acha, somebody gave me an answer. 6. Okay. 10. Okay. Okay. I hope you're understanding the problem. So if you see this problem, any number of 1, 2, 3. Oh. Okay. Okay. Fine. Yeah. So how do we go about this problem? So if you see here, O is occurring how many times? 3 times, correct? K, O and A are occurring 3 times. Okay, we'll write the frequencies. Then K is occurring 2 times. K is occurring 2 times. Z is occurring 4 times. And U and B are occurring, okay, so U, B and K are occurring 2 times. So these are the three kinds of frequencies which we have. In how many ways can some letters be chosen from the string if their order does not matter? Okay. So maybe we may make a one number, one alphabet word, or 2 or 3 or 4 and so on. You know, how many ways can some letters be chosen, they are saying. So how do we go about this formation? Anybody has any idea? How can we make that? How many ways can some letters be chosen is asked. Huh? Please don't misunderstand the problem. How many ways can some letters be chosen? Okay, so we want to just choose them. Okay, and choose the letters, rather choose some letters is what is the problem. Yeah, now tell me. So I think all these 3 O's which we have, they cannot be distinct, right? I mean, they cannot be differentiated, correct? They are identical. So the only way you can differentiate their choices is by choosing 0, 1, 2, or all 3 O's. Are you following this, guys? Am I making myself very clear? So O can be chosen in none ways, 1 way, 2 ways, or 3 ways. Means with respect to the number of O's chosen. Can I say that? Can I say that, guys? Okay, so I can
Yes.
choose, like for example, imagine I choose this letters, you know. So O is chosen twice, A is chosen once, K is chosen 0 times, Z is chosen 0 times, U is chosen 0 times, and B is chosen 0 times. Am I making sense? If these letters are chosen, okay. If I have O, K, K, Z, 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 if this letters are chosen, that means O is chosen twice, K is chosen twice, and Z is chosen thrice. Rest all are chosen 0 times. Am I clear with what I'm saying? Yeah. So how do we go about this? So imagine O's choices will be how many? How many ways can O be chosen? How many ways? Are bolo? 3 ways, na? O can be chosen 3 ways. What about K? K also can be chosen in 3 ways. Why 3 ways? Sorry, O. I'm sorry about this.
Sir, O can be
O can
chosen
be
in 4.
chosen in 4. Correct, 4 ways. Yeah, even A can be chosen in 4 ways, because not choosing is also a way, na? Then K, U, and B can each be chosen in 3 ways. Am I clear? Then Z can be chosen in how many ways? 5 ways, correct? So in all, what are we getting? We are getting 4 square into 3 cube into Z is chosen 5 ways. So this many ways is the total ways, and we have to subtract one way from it where none of them are chosen, because then you are not choosing anything. Now they have said that you are choosing some letters, you know. Are you getting the point, guys? Is it very clear? So how much will this come out to be? 16 into 27 into 5. How much is that number? Yeah, so this comes out to be 2160 minus 1, which is coming out to be 2159. Am I clear with this problem? I hope this is very clear, guys. Method समझ में है आपको?
Sir, why did we do -1?
Because that is the case where none of them can be chosen, ना? हमें तो some letters choose करने ही है ना?
Yes,
Are you
sir.
following? ये 4 ways में O नहीं choose हुआ, A नहीं choose हुआ, K, U भी choose नहीं हुआ, और Z भी नहीं choose हुआ. That will happen only once, ना? Okay, so I'll just write it down. I think it's a good point. So this is none is chosen, is removed. I hope this is very clear, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, so can I say this is exactly same as 1 plus x square, okay, means contributions coming from O will look like this, O and A, है ना? Contributions from O and A, okay. Contributions coming from K, U and B will look like something like this, you know, the whole cube. This is K, U, and B. They will look like this, and from Z it will look like this. Okay, and here we need to find coefficient of what? Some are chosen, you know. So it is basically, it is as good as what? Coefficient of all powers are chosen. Correct, na? Because it can be 0, 1, 2, 3, anything. Am I clear with this, guys? So if all are chosen, that means all possible terms we need. So x को 1 कर दो, x को 1 करोगे तो यहाँ पे कितना आएगा? 4 स्क्वायर. यहाँ पे कितना आएगा? 3 क्यूब. यहाँ पे कितना आएगा x को 1 करने पर? It will be 5 raised to 1. So it is coming out to be the same, na? By the method of generating function. Means this is just an observation. Of course, you will not use generating function for it. है ना? Coefficient of x raised to जो भी चाहिए आपको वो सारे कलेक्ट करने हैं ना आपको. सारे कलेक्ट करने मतलब क्या? All the powers of x will be added actually. So all powers of x are added means x को 1 कर दो. Am I clear? This is good, guys. सोचो ना, अगर एक ही अल्फाबेट अगर चूज हुआ, जैसे ओ एक ही चूज हो रहा है, इमेजिन करो, तो यहाँ से एक कंट्रीब्यूशन जाएगा ना x⁻1 का, बाकी सब जगह से 1 मल्टीप्लाई होगा। लाइक दैट 3 अल्फाबेट्स आए, या ओ 3 आए, या के 1 और 2 यू आए, ऐसे सारे पावर्स ऑफ x मल्टीप्लाई होंगे ना। आर यू गेटिंग द पॉइंट? सो दैट इज एज गुड एज सम ऑफ ऑल द कोएफिशिएंट्स, है ना। एम आई क्लियर गाइस? और मैंने बाइनोमियल में सिखाया ना आपको, सम ऑफ ऑल कोएफिशिएंट्स कैसे करते हैं, x इक्वल टू 1 सब्स्टिट्यूट करते हैं ना। आई होप दिस इज वेरी क्लियर, द सेकंड मेथड।
Yes, sir.
इट इज नॉट अ मेथड बट इट्स एन ऑब्जर्वेशन। ओके, अभी नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम ट्राई करो। आई होप दिस प्रॉब्लम इज क्लियर। अच्छा, इसमें सेकंड पार्ट भी है, सेकंड पार्ट और थर्ड पार्ट भी है, तो हमने अभी तक सिर्फ फर्स्ट पार्ट सॉल्व किया है। अभी सेकंड पार्ट थर्ड पार्ट करो। हाउ विल वी गेट टू द सेकंड थर्ड पार्ट, rather second part? In how many ways can 3 letters be chosen if their order does not matter? Order does not matter मतलब क्या हो गया, ये combination with repetition हो गया ना। I hope this is clear guys. Okay, तो हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा अभी इस केस में, 3 लेटर्स ही चूज करने हैं। और वो 3 लेटर्स तीनों एक जैसे भी हो सकते हैं, तीनों डिस्टिंक्ट भी हो सकते हैं, व्हाटएवर यू नो। So you can either solve it case wise also, you can solve it case wise, या आप बाइनोमियल ये जो यहाँ पे क्रिएट किया है, बाइनोमियल मतलब जनरेटिंग फंक्शन जो क्रिएट किया है उससे भी आप सॉल्व कर सकते हो, बट वो बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेटेड हो जाएगा 3 के लिए। Yeah, so 3 letters are chosen. In how many ways can we do this? So this can be like all 3 letters are same, you know, A, or it can be A, B, A. 2 are same, or all are distinct. These are the 3 possibilities, you know, either this case or this case or this case. Now think about it. Just take out the frequency of each letter. You know, whatever we found out here, I'll just make a note of that below so that we can use it. What is happening with this problem? Yeah, so we have it here. Now we want all to be identical. If all identical, that means which are possibly helping us for that? This A, O, and Z. Okay, so all these 3 can be, this can happen in how many ways? All 3 are A's, all 3 are O's, or all 3 are Z's, right? This can happen in 3 ways. Am I right? Am I right guys?
Yes.
अच्छा, 2 एक जैसे और तीसरा डिफरेंट है, ये कितने वेज में हो सकता है? So in that all can contribute now. ये A के लिए दोनों कंट्रीब्यूट, तीनों कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि B, U, K, Z, A, O तीनों के 2-2 ऑकरेंस तो हैं।
Yes.
B, U, K के 2-2 हैं, तो कितने वेज में हम लोग चूज कर सकते हैं उसको? 6 डिस्टिंक्ट लेटर्स हैं, तो 6 चूज 1 वेज में हम लोग उसको चूज कर सकते हैं A को प्लेस करने के लिए, राइट? एंड B कैन बी चोजन इन हाउ मेनी वेज? रिमेनिंग 5 चूज 1 वेज। एम आई क्लियर विद दिस गाइस? सो 6 5 कितना आएगा? 30 आएगा। एम आई क्लियर?
Yes.
है ना? और इसका क्या होगा? What about ABC? All 3 are distinct, so in how many ways can we choose them? एक एक ही चाहिए हर एक का, so 6 choose 3 ways में हम लोग चूज कर सकते हैं। Am I clear with this guys? 6 distinct letters है ना, उसमें से 3 चूज करने हैं, so it will be 6 into 5 into 4 upon 3 into 2, so that will come out to be 20. Therefore, total number is going to be 53. Am I clear with this, guys? I hope you are
Sir,
clear. हाँ बोलना.
sir, I didn't understand the second one.
सेकेंड वन में कैसा है, दो एज है और तीसरा बी है. आपको सिर्फ चूज करना है ना, तो आप ए को कितने वेज में चूज कर सकते हो? आपको दो एक जैसे चाहिए, वो तीनों में से आ सकते हैं एक्चुअली, क्योंकि ये भी दो फ्रीक्वेंसी है, हर एक लेटर का यहाँ पे भी दो है. करेक्ट है. तो छह के
Yes,
छह
sir.
के पास दो दो के ऑकरेंस है, इसलिए छह में से एक को चूज किया और जो भी वो चूज हुआ ना उसको यहाँ पे प्लेस कर दिया. ये आपस में परम्यूट नहीं कर रहे हैं एज ऑफ नाउ. आर यू गेटिंग द पॉइंट?
Okay, sir.
ऑर्डर इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है ना, ऑर्डर इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है. और बी को
Okay.
कितने वेज में चूज करेंगे? 5 चूज 1, क्योंकि एक चूज हो चुका है और ये दोनों अलग है.
Yes,
दैट्स
sir.
फाइन. और
Yes, sir.
तीनों
Yes, sir.
डिस्टिंक्ट होंगे तो वो कितने वेज में होगा? 6 चूज 3 वेज में.
Yes, sir.
Okay, anybody has any doubt in this calculation? I hope this is good for all. अभी लास्ट केस देखो. What is the last case? लास्ट केस में क्या हो रहा है? In how many ways can three letters be chosen if their order does matter? अभी ऑर्डर मतलब ये परम्यूटेशन हो गया ना, थर्ड केस. तो कैसे करेंगे इसको? सो ये जो तीनों का ऑर्डर है, ये तीनों डिस्टिंक्ट होने वाला केस है. इसमें तो ऑर्डर का कोई चांस ही नहीं है, इसलिए थ्री वेज में ही होगा ये, बराबर. ये तीनों आइडेंटिकल है ना. एम आई राइट? ओके. और दो आइडेंटिकल और तीसरा डिस्टिंक्ट है. इसको हम लोग चूज तो 30 वेज में करेंगे, बट परम्यूट कितने वेज में करेंगे? बिकॉज दो आर आइडेंटिकल, सो 3 फैक्टोरियल बाय 2 फैक्टोरियल होगा ना ये. सो 30 into 3 होगा, which is 90. Am I clear with this, guys? Is this fine? और तीसरा तीनों डिस्टिंक्ट है, इसका कितना होगा? 6 चूज 3 वेज में आपने चूज किया और 3 फैक्टोरियल वेज में परम्यूट किया, मतलब दिस विल बी इक्वल टू 20 into 6, that is 120. So इसलिए टोटल कितना आएगा नंबर? What is the total number? It is going to be 210, so 213. Am I clear with this, guys? Is this fine? थर्ड केस भी क्लियर है आपको? Yes, can I move on? इसे ट्राई करो अभी. Come on, try this problem. In how many ways can the letters of do re mi be rearranged such that in each anagram the vowels occur in alphabetical order? The vowel occur in alphabetical order. That is what they are saying. Okay, 6 choose 3 into 3 factorial. Hmm. Anant, I think it is right. Yeah, Bailey also it is right. Please calculate the answer. I think 120 is the correct answer with value. As the value 120 is correct. Okay. So I think you can see this as do, re, mi. Okay. And we have, these are the vowels. Okay. So any idea how do you do this?
Sir,
Hmm.
sir, we will first choose a place for these vowels.
Perfect. Or maybe place, choose the place, any one of them actually. So 6 choose 3 ways. We choose
The
the
place for
consonants or vowels, whatever you like. Okay. And choose the consonants and then permute them. है ना?
so
In
we
3
do not have to
factorial
compute.
ways. Consonants I'm permuting.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
And vowels will arrange in one way, that is alphabetical order. Am I clear? उनके पास एक ही ऑप्शन है ना, क्योंकि उनको अल्फाबेटिकल ऑर्डर में होना चाहिए or ascending order, whatever you say. Yeah. So that's why the total ways are 6 choose 3 into 3 factorial. Am I clear with this? Is this fine, guys? So I think this comes out to be 120. 120 degree likh raha hu, I'm sorry. Yes, my hands are actually doing it. I'm not doing it. If they see 120, they write. Of course, they are not able to see, but I don't know how it happens. Yeah, this is fine. Anybody has any doubt in this? Devashi, are you clear? You also got the same? Navya,
Yes, sir.
Krisha, Jash, Adit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir.
There is another way of seeing this problem, method 2, and the other way is that you may actually find the total ways. Total ways is how much? 6 factorial. Okay. And in each way of, or rather I can say that this 6 factorial will contain 3 factorial permutations of vowels for each position, है ना, or for each orientation, for each of their mutual position. I think I can do doctor prescriptions also. For each of their positions, like if imagine the vowels are in a particular situation, fixed position of consonants, they are lying on the first 3 and 5th position, then for each of them they have 3 factorial permutations, right? But those 3 factorial permutations should be freezed now, क्योंकि उनके movement को रोकना है ना. Are you getting it? We are doing freezing here. Why we are doing freezing? Because we don't want the vowels to permute in any of the situations of consonants. So this will be like 6 factorial will become what? 6 into 5 into 4. So that is 120. That is 120. Yeah, that's fine. So this is by freezing, freezing the movement of the vowels, because they should always lie in one particular orientation. They cannot have their own permutation. Okay. I hope this is very clear. So
Yes.
both ways are correct. Yeah. Now try this problem, guys. Now this is a very good problem, and it will require some time. So we anyways still have 15 minutes with us. Try this problem, guys. So very beautiful problem. You will enjoy the solution. If you find, then also, and if I find, then also. Either ways you will enjoy the solution. Just try this problem. We want to line up 6 Canadians, 7 Finns and 10 Turks in such a way that every Canadian stands between a Turk and a Finn, and Turks and Finns never stand next to each other. In how many ways can this be done? Come on, try this one now. You understood the problem, guys? No, no, answer is not 0, Billy. Okay, see here. Can I discuss? Can I discuss, guys? So there are 6 Canadians, right? And they have said that Canadian stands between a Turk and a Finn. Okay, and Turks and Finns never stand next to each other. So they have to be separated by a Canadian. Okay, so imagine I have this Turk here, okay, and then Finn here, then Turk, then Finn, then Turk, then Finn, and then Turk. Okay, so maybe first, second, third, and fourth group of Turks, and first, second, and third group of Finns. Am I clear with this? Any doubt in this, guys? So we are utilizing the Canadians well by putting them between a group of Turks and group of Finns. Okay, so let Fi and Ti be a group of Finns and Turks. Okay, am I clear with this, guys? Okay, so this scenario we have with us, and another possibility will be we start with fins first, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Canadians are there. We will utilize them. So Turk 1, Turk 2, and Turk 3, fin 1 group, fin 2, fin 3, and fin 4. Okay, so they will alternate either this or that possibility.
Sir, but first possibility cannot be true, right?
Why?
Because if it is like that, then at least one fin will have to stand beside one Turk
Which
on the
in this
other side.
case? In this
First, yes,
case,
sir.
when will that arise?
Sir, because there are 7 fins, right? So here we have taken only some, so the rest will have to stand beside Turks.
No, no, no. See, this is a group actually. Fi and Ti are groups, so it may happen that this T1 contains all the Turks here. You know, that may happen. Are you getting what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
See, Turks and Finns never stand next to each other, but Finns and Finns can stand, na? Are you following what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And Canadians also can stand together, you know. Like for example, this becomes 0. In that case, what will happen? Canadians will come together, these two. Am I making sense to you?
Sir, but we are
Sir,
given
but it
that
is,
every Canadian stands between a Turk and a Finn.
Yeah. We are in such a way that every Canadian stands. Yeah. So basically, that cannot be 0. So now what is happening? Each of these Fi is greater than or equal to 1 in that case. Make sense? And each of the Ti's is also greater than or equal to 1. Okay, this restriction is there on this problem now. Do you get me? But still, your constraint is taken care of, right? Adit, right? Adit only asked that question.
yes, sir.
Okay. Now think about these two cases. So this is case 1 and this is case 2. So now this F1 contains some fins, you know, together. So 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, you know. Is it good? The formulation of the problem is good from my end. Have you understood the formulation, guys? So now how do we go about this now? So can we say that case 1, the problem can be formulated like this, that T1 plus T2 plus T3 plus T4 is equal to, how many Turks are there total? 10, and Ti is greater than or equal to 1. And F1 plus F2 plus F3 is equal to 7, and Fi's are greater than or equal to 1. Do I make sense here in this problem? Is this fine, guys? I hope everybody is clear. So number of ways of this solution and this solution, you know, number of ways of distributing the Turks among this particular sequence, T1 plus T2 plus T3 plus T4 equals 10 for Ti and this. So it will be a multiplication theorem between this. Am I clear? And case 2 क्या होगा? T1 plus T2 plus T3 equals 10, where Ti is greater than or equal to 1, and F1 plus F2 plus F3 plus F4 is equal to 7, where Fi is greater than or equal to 1. Very nice constructed problem है, बहुत अच्छा problem है. ये प्रॉब्लम समझ में आया सभी को? प्लीज एक बार गो थ्रू करो. किसी को कुछ नहीं समझ में आया तो मुझे पूछो प्लीज. इफ एनीबडी हैज नॉट फॉलोड, तो बेसिकली ऐसा हो सकता है कि यहाँ पे 3 टर्क्स चले जाएं, यहाँ पे 1 चला जाए, यहाँ पे 2 चले जाएं, यू नो. आर यू फॉलोइंग? ओके, इस तरह से वो प्रॉब्लम फॉर्मुलेटेड है. आई होप द फॉर्मुलेशन इज वेरी क्लियर, है ना? तो हाउ डू वी गो विद द प्रॉब्लम नाउ? तो ये तो परमिट ये हो गया ना, व्हाट यू से, इंटीग्रल इक्वेशंस हो गए. इसको सॉल्व करना तो बहुत आसान है, पर ये Ti ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 1 है, तो इसमें एक एक 1 दे दो सबको, तो यहाँ 6 आ जाएगा. सो 6 प्लस ये सा क्या आंसर आएगा? What is the answer to this? If I give 1 1 1 to each one of them to get TIX greater than equal to 0, तो यहाँ पे 4 चले गए, 6 होगा, 6 plus 3 that is 9 choose 3. Am I clear? और इसका कितना आएगा डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन? एक एक दे दिया तो 4 होगा, तो 4 plus 2 that is 6 choose 2. I hope this is very clear. ये समझ में आ रहा है सबको या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
ओके, इसका क्या होगा? 3 दे दिए तो 7 हो गया, 7 plus 2 that is 9 choose 2 इसका आएगा. And what about this one? 7 4 दे दिया, 3 होगा, तो 3 plus 3 6 choose 3 आएगा. I hope this is very clear guys. तो टोटल वेज कितने होंगे? Total ways will be 9 choose 3 into 6 choose 2 plus 9 choose 2 into 6 choose 3. I hope this is very clear to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but इसमें क्या होगा? Finally ये तो total ways हो गए ना distribute करने के. उसके बाद हम लोग क्या करेंगे इसको? जो जो positions उनके choose हुए हैं, क्योंकि every fin is distinct ना. Total ways of choosing हो गया ये, है कि नहीं? But हमको तो इनको place करना है ना. So that will be a permutation. Therefore, total permutation for distinct Finns, Turks, and Canadians is actually equal to 9 choose 3 into 6 choose 2 plus 9 choose 2 into 6 choose 3. जहाँ जहाँ पे वो टर्क प्लेस्ड है, वो टर्क टोटल कितने हैं? What is the total for टर्क? 6, 7 और 10 है ना. So जहाँ जहाँ पे कैनेडियंस है वो आपस में 6 फैक्टोरियल वेज में हर एक पोजीशन जब चूज होगा तो 6 फैक्टोरियल वे में परम्यूट होंगे. करेक्ट? कैनेडियंस, फिर फिन 7 फैक्टोरियल वेज में जहाँ पे भी उनका पोजीशन होगा वो हर एक पोजीशन जो चूज होगा उसमें 7 फैक्टोरियल वेज में परम्यूट करेंगे. एंड फाइनली टर्क्स विल बी परम्यूटेड इन 10 फैक्टोरियल वेज. सो दिस इज द टोटल आंसर. एम आई वेरी क्लियर गाइस? ये सिर्फ उनका पोजीशन चूज हुए हैं.
Yes.
We have to even permute them, na? If they would have asked in how many ways can their positions be fixed, then this is the way. Okay? Am I clear with this, guys? The problem is clear. Is the problem clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I'll give you roughly 16 problems of this nature which you have to work for the next class. But they will be of this format only. Okay? Fine guys, so please work that for me for the next class. Okay, and then we can move into distribution problems. I think I want to take few more ideas also. I think digit representation के problems भी ले लेंगे हम लोग. Okay, where we have to find how many 4-digit number, how many 6-digit number. Those problems also we'll take next class. Okay, and then we'll get into distribution problems, all 4 types. Okay, Anand, can you post it in the group if you want to change something like that, so that everybody will be confirmed? Yeah.
Sir, only for one day.
Yeah, you post it on the group. If everybody is okay, then I have no problem.
Okay,
I am
sir.
okay with Wednesday also. You post
Okay,
it
sir.
accordingly. I will reply to it. Yeah, and others also can contribute.
Yes,
Okay?
sir. Thank you, sir.
Fine, guys. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Then
Bye,
I
sir.
look for
Good
today.
night.
Yeah. Bye bye. Bye bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you. Good night.
Bye
Bye.
bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye dear. Bye.